Welcome to Sunday Dusk, and here's your host, Corvus Twig.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Dusk. I am your host, Corvus Twig, and it's a very special day, because this is our first stream where we have over 500 followers. 500 people. Well, 502 right now. Decided to click that follow button, and I am so happy. It makes me feel so good. And we have a hype train during the intro. Dyfed and Hasio resubscribing. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys. You don't have to do that. Make a crow feel good. Make a crow feel so good. Thank you so much, everybody. Well, we have got ourselves an awesome show tonight. Things gonna be a little different. We ain't 13 questions, Corvus Twig. Ain't doing that. We are gonna be talking about some real exciting stuff that's gonna come up later this week. Stuff that's today's theme tonight is improv. We're gonna talk about improv tonight. What improv is and what the community is all about. And we've got a big event coming up later this week. And then later we're gonna be doing some awesome improv with Millie and Bentai, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Wow. But first, it's serious time. Let's get rid of the hat. Get rid of the noisemaker. That's right. It's news time, folks. We gotta talk about the news. Oh, a lot of news this week. Our first one. Well, this is a little news story. It comes from the land of China. And, well, you know how we have these things called convenience stores? And an international thing, you know? We got a nice little store. May not be the cheapest place, but it's close. It's convenient. You can go and you grab what you need. In, out. Nice and convenient. Very nice. Well, not so in this particular place in China. No, China has opened what they are dubbing an inconvenience store. That's right. Located in the Xinizhuai National Geologic Park in the Hunan province, there is a store that is located up a cliff on a tall mountain. A nice little shop where you can go and grab supplies where mountain climbers can grab supplies. They say that it on average takes a hiker 90 minutes to get to this store. However, all climbers do get a free bottle of water while they're there. They can purchase other supplies if they'd like, but hey, the bottle of water for free. But yeah, I can't really think of a store that's much less convenient than one up on a cliff. But yeah, there's fried chicken. I don't think there's any fried chicken in there, Hasio. I don't think so. I don't think there's any in there. But yeah, so there you go. There's a the inconvenience store up on a cliff. Love it. Don't think well, I mean, it's not too bad for me. I can just fly up there. I see climb up there. Just fly. It's good for birds. To hot dogs. Something tells me this shop doesn't have electricity, Bentai. Don't think they have a kitchen in there. That'd be my guess. Now, this next, well, I want to thank Sky News, no writer credited, but thank you, Sky News, for the article "Cliff Face Shop in China's Hunan Province dubbed Inconvenient Convenience Store." Yay! Now, next story comes from Mesa, Arizona. As you know, Halloween was not that long. God, not even last week. It was the week before. Jeez. Halloween was already almost 2 weeks ago. But this one comes from Mesa, Arizona, and a spirit week where they encouraged everybody to dress up. But one teacher's decision kind of got him in a little bit of trouble. For you see, this teacher, pictured there on the left, decided to dress up as the devil. And we didn't just dress up as the devil, but he was going around and telling everybody that he said, "Hail Satan!" Now we like the Church of Satan here. We think they got good things. They talk about personal freedom, bodily autonomy, you know, treating others kindness. You know, the Satan of the Church of Satan is very different than the Satan as portrayed in the Bible, and it's kind of a, well, here's the thing. It's a religious topic. It's a controversial topic, and well, it turns out that some of the students did not care for this student thing, and it caused a bit of controversy. And well, right now the teacher has not been suspended, not been fired or anything like that, but there are some people calling for it. But then again, there's just as many people saying, no, he did nothing wrong. Now, personally, what's my opinion? I think this teacher was very much in the wrong. Not because of what he did, but because of the absolute laziness in that costume. Look at that costume. Okay, you're carrying a plastic pitchfork and wearing a red shirt. That is not a devil costume. Come on, guys. Put some effort into it. I want to see, like, red tights, your cape. Where's your cape? Gotta have a cape. Where's your horns? Yeah, Lamp Devil. You gotta go. Yeah, Lamp Devil gets it. Lamp Devil knows what it's like to be a proper devil. We gotta get the proper costume. And but also, I don't know, like, I'm a firm believer in freedom of religion and, you know, people being allowed to believe what they want to believe. And so, even though I got nothing against Satanists and Satanism, and, you know, kind of even sometimes, yeah, hell, Satan can be kind of fun to throw around. As a teacher in a school, probably not a good idea. I don't think he should be fired, but that's still bad idea. Bad idea. Just there's places to do it, and I think as a teacher who has power over students, probably not a good idea. Yeah. It is a decent devil pitchfork, though, but I would like to see a little more outfit if he's gonna do it. Now we got a new world record. Now this is something that's a few. Oh, well, first off, I want to thank David Moye of the Huffington Post for the article "High School Teacher Satan Costume Causes a Hell of a Controversy." Now you think hell is hot? Well, this next story is about something even hotter than hell. The new hottest thing on the planet. You may have heard of the Carolina Reaper. Well, sorry, Carolina Reaper, you've been dethroned. Meet Pepper X. This little wrinkly yellow-green pepper is now officially the hottest pepper in the world. So now you may know the Scoville rating. A jalapeno gonna be 2,800 Scovilles. Serrano's like between 10,000 and 2,300. A habanero, it could be between like 90,000 and 250,000. Pretty spicy. Well, the Carolina Reaper was usually about 1.64 million Scovilles. Pepper X, 2.69 million Scovilles. Now, pure concentrated capsaicin is about 3.5 million. I don't know how they could. Like, I thought the 1.6 million of the Carolina Reaper was about as good as you could get and still have it, but 2.69 million. Yeah, I know. I don't like the name. Pepper X? I mean, come on. That's a lame name. Come up with something better than that. Name it after the place where it's from or something local. But, of course, I could eat this pepper just fine, because as we all know, birds lack the receptors to feel anything from capsaicin, although I don't know. Still feel like this might give me an upset tummy. Well, I don't want that. But yeah, anybody who could eat one of these, that's just pain. Yeah, anytime, exactly, DieFed saying, yeah, anything over 1 million is pretty serious. Like, you know, I like spicy food. A lot of people like spicy food, but at a certain point level, it actually becomes dangerous. It's not pepper you can mess around with. I don't really know what any of the uses even for something like this is, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll be seeing Pepper X sauces that'll be like, this contains Pepper X, and then it'll be like, yeah, you use like 1 pepper for like a 50-gallon recipe, which is probably still be pretty spicy, to be honest, but not like, you know, not like it's gonna be 50 gallon. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's all about the concentration. But yeah, they say that even though it's like going from 1.6 to 2.6, you know, I think like, well, it's actually a logarithmic scale, so that's actually 3 times spicier than the Carolina Reaper, according to people. But yeah, oof. Now the last last one comes from Spain. Well, first off, I want to thank Joe Hernandez from NPR for their article, The New World's Hottest Pepper, Pepper X, is 3 times spicier than its predecessor. Spicy. All right, so the last one, like I said, comes from Spain. Look at this wonderful couple. Now, he is a duke and she is a duchess, and they have a little baby there. His name is Martinez, and this is Sofia Fernanda Dolores. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't say that. I started misreading that. So no, so I don't have the name of the of both of the parents, but I do have the name of the baby, and they have been told, unfortunately, that they. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, RPG Rooster. Thank you so much, and hey. Everybody, check out next week's episode as RPG Rooster will be my guest 1 week from tonight. Thanks. Thank you so much for the cheer. But anyway, this couple has been told that they have to change their daughter's name. That their name is not legal according to Spanish law. The daughter's name is Sofia Fernanda Dolores Cayetana Teresa and Angela de la Cruz Michaela del Santísimo Sacramento del Perpetuo Socorro de la Santísima Trinidad y la Todos los Santos. And apparently, it won't fit on the forms exactly, Lamp Devil. It's too long. They're like, beautiful name, wonderful name, but unfortunately, the government records will not allow for a name that long. It's a 25-word long name. Beautiful name, but yeah, that's a long name. Is their daughter going to be expected to use that name in full every time she introduces herself? I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, parents should be able to name their child whatever they want, really, but I guess there's got to be some rules. Should there be some rules? Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I have a strong opinion one way or another. I feel like parental rights on one hand, but not giving your child a ridiculous name that's too long or unpronounceable on the other. I don't know. I really don't know. But dukes and duchesses aren't really a thing anymore anyway. They don't really hold any titles. They're kind of like the English monarchy where they don't really hold any power. But anyway, I hope that they're able to get the name that they're happy with, and that, I'm just going to call her Little Sophia. I hope she has a long and wonderful and prosperous life. So, I want to thank Morning Edition for their, it was actually a segment on the NPR Morning Edition. Spanish Duke and Duchess christened their second daughter with a very long name. There we go. So, that's all for the news today. But yeah, now we got something very important to talk about. I'm going to get behind my desk. So, one thing I want to talk about is that this week, my local improv theater, Huge Theater, and huge is spelled in all capitals, always in all capitals, is having an improvathon, a 28 hours of improv, and I will be participating both as a performer and as a audience member for the entire 28 hours of the audience. I'd love to tell you all about it, but I'm not the most qualified to do it. So I have reached out to Huge Theater, and one of their directors has graciously chosen to come on. So everybody, we're gonna have, hey, Rodney, this is a real person again. So we're gonna need you to bring out the cart. Can you bring out the cart, Rodney? Oh God, not this shit again. Rodney, Rodney, please, faster. Rodney, bring out the. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does get paid by the minute. He's an hourly wage maker. Yes. Okay. Is it on? Okay, it's on. Rodney, get the hell out of here. All right, everybody. I would like to welcome to Sunday Dusk one of the directors of Huge Theater, Sean Dillon. Welcome,
hey,
Sean.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful. I'm so excited for so much improv this week. Well,
oh man,
yeah,
me too.
It's an improvathon. Well, so Huge Theater is the theater that I Actually, well, I mean, I've taken a lot of classes there. I've performed
Mhm.
on the stage a few times. It's really one of the big cornerstones of improv in the Twin Cities. But
Absolutely.
well, why don't you start out by telling us a little bit just about Huge Theater itself?
Sure. Well, gosh, I guess it's been about 14 years ago now. There were a number of improvisers in the Twin Cities who were just sort of moving from stage to stage wherever they could find a spot to improvise and perform. But there was going to be enough demand that they decided it needed a permanent home. And so they founded Huge Theater. And it moved into its first home at 3037 Lindale Avenue in Minneapolis, where it lived there for 13 years. When they first opened, they had, I think, what altogether about 52 shows a year, one a week when they first started, and a single class of 7 or 8 students. And in the time since then, it has absolutely exploded. The theater now has over 500 different shows a year, different performances, I should say, and teaches somewhere in the range of 600, 700 students every year. So it really is the biggest improv theater uh, as far away as Chicago. That's how far you have to go to find a bigger establishment of improv than Huge. So I've been with the theater since 2017. I'm very proud of that. An amazing group of folks, and like you said, really, in a lot of ways, the cornerstone and the home base of the gigantic community of improvisers in Minneapolis, which we're really proud of.
Yeah, Minneapolis really has an amazing
Yeah,
improv community. It's like, I mean, I know like nationally people think Chicago, New York,
sure.
LA, but after
Yeah.
those three, I mean, it feels like the Twin Cities is got to be right up there.
I gotta think so. I mean, it's yeah, it's tough to measure in that there are only so many stages, and it's tough to count like exactly how many improvisers are active and think of themselves as part of the community. But yeah, we've got to be, I think, top five, top seven maximum.
hmm Now, you mentioned something. You said that for 13 years, Huge Theater was at a location. Sounds
Yes.
like they're not there anymore. What happened?
Well, in 2017, with about 5 years left on the theater's lease, it came to light. One of the local newspapers broke a story that the landlord of our old building was giving to some really troubling political causes. He had donated money to David Duke, former head of the KKK, and his political campaign, which is kind of antithetical to the values of Huge. And so at that point, we were stuck in the lease, but we knew when the lease ended, we needed to move out. And so we've been on that search ever since. And we were thrilled that we were able to find our own building to buy just this year. So we closed the contract on our newer, larger building in May. We've been undergoing construction ever since. And just at the beginning of this month, the beginning of November, we opened the new Huge Theater. Which is 20% larger in terms of seats, much larger in terms of just space and headroom, an extra bathroom, an extra classroom. Um, we're really stunned.
Well, oh shoot. Uh, the meeting ended because apparently Zoom sucks. So hold on a second. I'm gonna get Sean back in. Shoot. Dang it. I forgot that Zoom does stupid things. Okay, he's back. Wait. Let's see here. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold up. I can't hear you, Sean. Oh, wait. No, it's okay. Now I think we're good.
Oh,
Now
I
I
can't
think
hear
we're
you.
good.
What's going on? Let's
Now we're
see
good.
here.
Sorry, I
Oh, there
forgot
it
that
is.
Zoom's. It's like, oh, you can only do something for an hour, and then we're gonna kick you off unless you pay for it.
I know I can go on a bit, but you could have just said something instead of
I'm
booting me
so
off.
sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. People saw some stuff. I think my face just popped
Anyway,
up there as I was doing it. Whoops. Everybody ignore that. You saw nothing. Anyway, you were talking about it. You moved into space.
yeah, we
20%
moved into
bigger.
this.
More classrooms. More bathrooms. And
Exactly. More everything. And
and
most
this
importantly,
was free, right? And so you don't need any money to help pay for this?
oh, that's very funny, Corvus. Thank you. No, we were thrilled that we were able to get a roughly $3 million loan, which covered the cost of the building and all of the construction in the building. But that does mean that we're climbing uphill when it comes to financing from here on out. It was a move we needed to make, but we definitely still need help from folks out there in our community to help keep this place funded. And I see that beautiful Improvathon graphic in the background there.
Yes, yes. So, well, one of the main things you're talking about is, starting on Wednesday is Improvathon. So what exactly is Improvathon?
Exactly. Well, as you said up top, it is 28 continuous hours of improv that takes place on Huge's stage. We've got 66 different groups comprised of nearly 200 improvisers taking part this year. And those groups will be taking the stage each 20 to 30 minutes, a new group coming to the stage. And that'll be happening straight through the night, Wednesday night, and all the way on to midnight on Thursday. And a few of us, like you, as well as the leadership staff at the theater, will be there for the entire 28-hour duration, which is a lot. But each of the groups that is taking part in Improvathon, as well as each of our members of our Iron Audience, are fundraising for Huge, reaching out to their personal networks to make those small donations that all add up to something really big. And part of the reason we do this, when we do it, is that this Thursday here in Minnesota is Give to the Max Day, which is a fundraising day for nonprofits all across Minnesota. It's the biggest fundraising day in Minnesota. And all throughout the day on Thursday during Give to the Max Day, every 15 minutes, they are doing basically lottery drawings where every single donation, no matter the size, is a lottery ticket for the organization it was made to. And those lottery tickets get the fundraisers bonus funds of anywhere from $500 up to $10,000. So it's a really big deal for us. Huge has been very successful at winning some of those lotteries year after year because we do depend on so many smaller donations from so many wonderful people who are able to help us out a little bit. So that's what we're looking for.
What I want to say is I'm going to be posting the link and all my socials and stuff afterwards. But yes, please wait until Thursday to make your donations. We want you to donate on Thursday. Now, my group, A Murder of Bros, is going to be performing on Thursday, so you can watch. We're going to have a live stream of this, folks. You can watch us. And so it's just at the small, light, easy time, super convenient time of 4 a.m. Central Time. It's super, super great time for everybody to come watch it. Although, I got a lot of European and even some like New Zealand and Australian viewers. So you'll be up and about. Make a little donation there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually going to have two places, and I might during the socials be like, hey, I've hit my goal on my personal stream. Can you donate to my other group to make sure we hit our goals too? And well, what's the total goal? Looks like it's $50,000 Huge is trying to raise.
That is our initial goal. We want to start with something safe because we want to have something celebrated as a community, but we are going to try to shoot right past that. Our stretch goal is going to be 75,000. So we'll see how that goes. And I do want to mention, you said you're performing at 4 a.m. Central Time. Those folks who are awake at that time, strategically, that is an amazing time to make a donation because guess what? Nobody here in Central Time is, which means that lottery drawing has a lot fewer entries for those bonus funds. So that's if you happen to be awake, we'd love for you to donate at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well, hey, like my buddy Bentai in the chat right now, he says that's 2 a.m. Well, that's easy. You just stay up until 2 a.m. There you go. That's not that bad for you West Coasters.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah. But yeah,
But really, yeah, anytime after midnight Central Time is a great time.
absolutely. And you know, any amount is hugely appreciated. Whether you want to
Absolutely.
throw just $5, hey, if 500 people threw in $5, that's $2,500. That's a
Yeah.
lot. So, you know, whatever you can afford to give away, don't donate in lieu of getting groceries. We don't want
No.
you to do that.
No. No.
But but yeah, if you have, you know, I don't ask for money on this channel often, but for a charity for like huge, because like Sean was saying, it's a cornerstone of the improv community in the Twin Cities. There's a few theaters that are kind of like big cornerstones, and I think
Mhm.
without huge, those other ones would really struggle. It's huge. Just does seem very central in the improv community because
Absolutely.
you do all sorts of improv there, long form, short form, even
Sure.
is there
Mostly
much
long form, but occasionally some
mostly.
short form. Yeah.
I've seen some good short form there, but yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've seen like groups like Comedy Sports perform long form acts when they're normally a short form group and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
And you have all sorts of fun shows. Like you're producing a show called Off Book soon, right?
True. Yes, and Off Book is a show in which we recruit actors, scripted actors, who we ask to memorize a scene from a play or one side of the scene anyway, and then we throw them out on stage with improvisers who have no idea what play they're supposed to be performing. And it's absolute chaos. It sounds like an actor's nightmare, but it's kind of an improviser's dream because it doesn't. They're getting into the best trouble, and it's an absolute mess. It's the most glorious train wreck fire you've ever seen.
And Hasio is saying in the chat right now, you played something like that before. Yes, yes, I have, and we're gonna be playing some of that tonight. I have some scripts ready, and my improv friends are
Very good.
gonna have to play the other side of it. So it's really fun. Well, we're gonna get moving on, but is there anything else you'd like to talk about or say before we head out here?
Sure, I'll try to be brief. I know I've been very voluminous here. Yeah, the reason that Huge needs to raise these funds from folks, rather than just making that money through ticket prices and classes, is we are a community-based nonprofit, and keeping our class prices low, our ticket prices low, making sure we can give out scholarships, making sure we can fund artistic projects that don't necessarily make money right away, is a big part of why we're here. So that is why we are reaching out and asking the community and the world for support so we can keep doing that instead of having to move to a for-profit model that's going to be a lot less fun for a lot of audience and patrons. So that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's why I've chosen to support Huge, and it's why I'm talking about it now. Because yeah, what you
We
said,
appreciate it.
it's important. Because yeah, something like this should be nonprofit, should be community based. I think that's how we really truly make great art together.
Amen.
Absolutely.
All
Well,
right.
Sean, thank you so much for coming on, and I will see you Wednesday evening.
You got it. See you then. Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Bye bye. That was Sean Dillon. All right, folks. Yeah. Well, one thing I want to make very clear when you're typing out huge, it's always all capitals. Always all capitals. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. But anyway, I will be posting links on all my socials and all that stuff, but I'm going to wait to post the links until Wednesday. And like I said, wait till Thursday to do that messaging and stuff, because we want to get those bonus bucks. Gotta get those bonus bucks. We love the bonus bucks. So we're gonna move on to something. We're gonna move on to a very, very important segment. Cause folks, it's that time of the day. It's that time of the day. It's that time of the day. And that time of the day is God damn it. I'm going back. No, not the intro music again. Close that. I forgot to actually start the PowerPoint. God, you idiot. Forgot to start the No, don't show the PowerPoint on this screen. God damn it. Rodney, you... Look, it wouldn't be a 500 follower. It wouldn't be a 500 follower episode if we didn't have some scuff, right? We have to have some scuff. Scuff is what life is made out of. Scuff is life. All right, we're gonna go back to Bird of the Day screen. God damn it, the aspect ratio is off. Why is the aspect ratio off? Ah, okay. Well, welcome to Carvis Twig's Bird of the Day. Today is a very special Bird of the Day. We are celebrating 500 followers. And because we are celebrating something, that means that today's Bird of the Day is a corvid. That's right, folks. We got a corvid today. Am I doing a crow? Nah, I'm not doing a crow. Am I doing a raven? Nah, I'm not going to do a raven. Oh, perhaps a rook? Or chuff? One of those? No, not going to do any of those. Magpie? Nah, it's not a magpie. It is a jay. Specifically, Stellar's jay. Look at this little jay. Little black and blue birds. You know, look all bruised and stuff. Kill a little Stellar's jay. It's not a Stellar jay, it's Stellar's jay. Belongs to Stellar, apparently. Yeah, they're cute little birds, cute little corvids. Look at those little guys. Look at them with their little beaks. It's probably a mating pair right here. Which one's the male? Which one's the female? Dunno! They're not sexually dimorphic. We can't tell. So they are about 12 to 13 inches long. With about... Oh my goodness!
About the bird.
We got our we got Archie. We got Archie. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Archie. Archie was my guest last week. Great to see you again, Archie. You're here just in time for Bird of the Day. We're telling you about Stellar's jay today. Stellar's jay being a bird that's 12 to 13 inches long with a 17.5-inch average wingspan, weighing 3.5 to about, just under 5 ounces. Oh my goodness. Look at these little birds. Very beautiful. Now, you may wonder, it's like, well, how does that compare in size to a blue jay? Pretty much exactly the same. They're pretty much exactly the same as a blue jay. They live about up to 16 years. I couldn't find their average lifespan. 16 years was the oldest wild one ever recorded. But I think you can say that, between 8 to 10 years is probably going to be the pretty average lifespan. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Stellar's jay is, you're right, they are kind of like opposites of blue jays, where blue jays have white, Stellar's jay have black. As you can see, they are a North American bird, also going down a bit into Central America there. But you're going to find them basically in the Rocky Mountains and to the west of the Rocky Mountains and, dipping down into Mexico, little bits of Honduras and Guatemala there. So, yeah, kind of a westernly bird. And as you can see, they're passerine, of course, Corvidae. Now, the genus Cyanocida contains 2 species. That would be the Stellar's jay and the blue jay. How about that? They are the only 2 birds in that particular genus. So no, jays are not actually a genus of their own, because they're all part of the family Corvidae. But when breaking it down into jays is really kind of more of a vibes, kind of a vibes thing. Obviously Corvus is going to be all your crows and ravens, but jays are actually split into several different genuses. Often depending kind of on what part of the world they're in. But, I think that's interesting. There is no single jay genus. There is no single magpie genus. There is a single genus for rooks and chuffs and crows and ravens and stuff like that. Oh, there are so many other jays cannon fodder. There's like 50 jays. There's a lot, mostly in Eurasia and a cardinal. Hasio, how dare you? A cardinal is not a jay. A cardinal is not a corvid. Just because he got a crest, just because jays got crests and cardinals got crests. Come on. It's just not. Let me tell you a little bit more. Now, these little fellers, they love to live in pine forests. They love pine trees. That's why they build their nests there. Like, not always, but almost always, the nests are built in a pine tree. I mean, or a conifer. You know, could be a fir, a spruce. I don't know the difference. I'm not a botanist. I don't know trees. Interestingly, they use very small twigs and a lot of mud. Apparently, it's not that common for jays to build their, and other corvids to build their nest with a lot of mud, but they like a lot of mud. They're going to have 2 to 6 eggs in every clutch. They're going to do that once a year. The females are going to be the ones doing pretty much all the incubation, but that doesn't mean the male's not doing some work. She gets to sit on the nest all day. He gets to go grab food, and he's going to bring her food in the nest so she doesn't have to leave. So, yeah, he's like her own personal DoorDash driver. So that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Once the babies hatch, both parents are going to spend time raising and feeding the chicks. Now, they have a kind of a loud call. One interesting thing is that they do not make those calls nearly as often during the breeding season. They are noticeably quieter. They just don't make a lot of noise, which seems smart because, I mean, if you ever heard a jay, jays have very loud, shrill noises that can be heard from a long distance away. Well, yeah, that can alert predators. And when they got the little babies, you want to keep them protected. Now, these birds are monogamous, but they do not mate for life. They will stick with the same partner for an entire season, and often will have that same partner from year to year, but they will not necessarily mate for life. They'll, like during a 16-year lifespan, they're probably going to have 5 to 8 different partners. So, it's not year to year, but each year they stay monogamous. That's what monogamy refers to when you're talking wild animals. Now, you may want to hear what these little guys sound like, so I got a little video. Kind of a shrill. Look at those little fellas. Very pretty, aren't they? Very, very pretty birds. Yes, I agree. It is, yeah. It does sound like many other corvids, but much higher pitched. But lower pitched. Okay, that was a sound alert. That was not. Yeah, lower pitched than a blue jay, but yeah, still much higher pitched than a lot of other ones. But yeah, so. Yeah, here you can see they have actually quite a big vocal range and can make other cool sounds. Look at that little guy sitting on a branch, perching, as perching birds are prone to do. Okay. Well, these guys, like pretty much all corvids, are omnivorous. About 2/3 of their diet is going to be plant-based, so nuts, berries, all those kind of lovely, tasty things. I think he's bad cameraman. And then the other third is going to be meat products. But by meat, I mean like insects, bugs. They might eat some very small frogs or lizards or something like that. But for the most part, their meat intake is going to be insects. So, tasty, tasty bugs. But they are kind of opportunist. And when, in suburban areas, they'll, leave out your French fries or your shawarma. They might grab a bit. Tasty, tasty. Yeah, corvids are just known for being able to eat just about anything, and that's what they're going to do. One thing that they do is that they're very good at taking food, and they have actually there's a little pouch in their throat called a crop, and they can store food in there, quite a lot of food. And often they will go to like feeders and stuff and grab peanuts, and they will fill up the crop, go to a hidden, secluded location, and they will store the food there because they know that in wintertime, food's going to be a little more scarce. So they eat that tasty food later. rather than now. Very smart. Planning ahead. Thinking ahead. That's behavior that is seen in not a lot of bird species. Corvids are smart enough to know they want to plan ahead. These are smart guys. I mean, they're corvids, so of course they're smart. Very smart. Very, very smart little birds. Are they as smart as crows? No, they aren't. They aren't as smart as crows. But they're still pretty smart. All corvids are very, very smart. They do a lot of complex behaviors. They have very good social behaviors. They tend to live in small flocks. So, yeah. They do kind of things like that. And then here's a neat thing, is that they will leave certain markers to help remember where they left stuff. So they might, like, stick a twig in the ground, or, like, pile up leaves in a certain way to remember where they hid their stuff. Which is pretty cool, although they sometimes forget. But that's actually part of, like, the evolutionary biology of the trees and stuff, is, like, they might bury a seed underground, forget it, and then suddenly that seed is a new tree. How about that? Pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat. It's the way nature works sometimes. Animals and plants living in harmony. Pretty cool. Yeah. We heard in that clip there, they are excellent vocalists. And they have been known to imitate the sounds of other species, other birds. They've been heard mimicking the sound of a crying fox. That's pretty cool. Now, we mentioned that they are in the same genus as blue jays. And interestingly, a blue jay and a Stellar's jay can have a little fun together and make babies. There are some crossbreeds. Now, these crossbreeds are usually going to be infertile, and that is one of the reasons why they are considered a separate species. But they can produce viable living offspring. Those offspring just aren't capable of making more babies. Yes, exactly like mules and ligers, stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So I say that it's not a stellar jay, it is Stellar's jay. That's because he was named after the German naturalist Georg Wilhelm Steller. Georg Wilhelm Steller. Yeah, I'm talking like you now. This is exactly what you sound like. He's German, and he likes to study the animals. So many animals. And so many animals named after Georg Wilhelm Steller. I sound like an Austrian? Yeah, I probably do sound like I'm sorry, I'm bad at accents. Yeah. As far as I could tell, Georg Wilhelm Steller was actually one of the least problematic of the naturalists of the late 1800s and 1700s. So he seems like a cool guy, and so, yeah. Studied birds, studied a lot of other animals, did a lot of classification back in the early days of zoology, so it's pretty neat. And much like United States has state birds, so do the different provinces of Canada, and the provincial bird of British Columbia, where old Vancouver is located. They have nominated and selected the Stellar's jay to be the provincial bird of BC. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to all my BC folks out there. Woo, Vancouver! Most expensive city in Canada to live in. All right. Probably because Pacific Northwest kicks ass. But, whew, it ain't cheap to live there. Ain't cheap at all. But Vancouver's a cool city. I like Vancouver. I like Seattle. I like Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Cool area, and they picked a great bird. So, one of my thoughts. Well, what the hell do you think? It's a corvid. What else do I need to say? It's a corvid. They're awesome. They're wonderful. They're so sweet looking. I'm gonna say I still think I prefer the look of the blue jay over the Stellar's jay. I'm gonna have to give the blue jay the edge on this one. But I mean, come on, cute little corvid friends. They're awesome little guys. We like them. Any interesting birds that tangle with Venus flytraps? Just me, as far as I know. Pretty much just me. I am very much known to tangle with Venus flytraps. One particular Venus flytrap. Yeah. But I will tangle with her anytime she wants, baby. Anytime she wants. Actually, Millie's got a... Millie's gotta have some. We're not talking about Millie right now. We're talking about the Stellar's J. Stellar's J is awesome. We're gonna call this bird of the day done. Thanks for sticking around and learning about it. Let's head back to the studio. All right, folks, we are gonna play some improv games, and we're gonna bring in our guests. I see one of them is ready. And it looks like Millie. And we're gonna pop in this other one here. Hi, Bentai. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna move on. We're gonna play some. We're gonna play some improv games. It's gonna be good times. First, I gotta get the VTube Studio collab thing set up. Get Bentai in there. Wait, Millie's not on my list. Where's Millie?
I don't know. Where's Millie?
There she is. Okay. All right, collab hosting has started.
Okay.
You should be able to get in. So how are you, Bentai?
Doing pretty well. How about you, Twiggy? How you doing, baby?
I'm doing great. It's been fun so far.
Heck yeah. It's been a pretty quiet day, but I'm enjoying it. It's nice. Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta tell you, I'm gonna tell a little about last. Oh God, Big Ben Tato, Big Ben
Hi.
Tato, Big
Hi.
Ben Tato.
Oh.
Ah!
Dun, dun,
Squishy.
dun, 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 dun.
But anyway, so last night and the night before, I went to a live taping of
Mm-hmm.
the podcast. How did this get made?
Ooh.
And if any of you know me well, one of the primary host of How Did This Get Made is
Mm-hmm.
comedian, actor, improviser Paul Scheer.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, I'm a mod on his Discord. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Paul, we're tight. And also co-hosted by June Diane Raphael, who is Paul's wife, and also Jason Manzukis. Okay, we got Millie in chat. So Millie,
Hi, Millie.
Hello.
just go ahead and
Hi.
join the VTube Studio thing. I gave you the password. You know what to do.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
it's okay.
You're
Take your time.
You're doing well. You're doing okay.
I'm just
You're
talking
fine.
about going to the podcast tapings. So one of the things that they do, well, the primary thing that How Did This Get Made does is they watch bad movies and they talk about said bad movies. And what they do is they watch bad movies and they talk about it. And they have a couple segments. Well, one of the segments that they do is something called Second Opinions. So they're watching bad movies, terrible movies. But you go on Amazon.com and you look up the movie on there, and there's going to be 5-star reviews for that movie. People will have rated those movies 5 stars and written reviews about what they thought of these movies.
Wow.
And so that's what they call second opinions. We thought this movie sucked, but some people had some other opinions. Well, they have a theme that they play when they're recording in the podcast studio, but when they do live shows, they encourage people in the audience to come up with their own second opinion songs. So both nights, after having watched both of the movies, I came up with a different song for each movie. One for the Friday night show, and one for... Oh, Millie, why are you sitting on the windowsill?
I'm sorry.
Actually, you kind of look good up there.
It works, actually. Yeah.
Millie, you look great sitting
Yeah.
on the windowsill. I kind of like
thank
you
you.
up there. That's kind
Oh,
of cool. You just climbed in the window. That's
I do that a lot. I come sneaking in through people's windows.
Yeah, it's for vines. They're climbing vines. It's kind of weird.
But anyway, so they did the second opinion songs, and I went up and I sang a song each night. And I got to tell you, singing a song parody, so usually you do song parodies. Like you pick another song and you rewrite the lyrics to be about the movie that you watched. And getting in front of a crowd of, I would say between 2,000 and 3,000 people, and singing a song parody you wrote yourself, it's a little nerve-wracking.
I'm sure, yeah.
But both nights after finishing, the crowd cheered and loved me, and I got some of the loudest and longest cheers of anybody who sang.
Hey,
And
let's
after each show,
go.
everyone was like, "Hey, your song was awesome. That was great." So yay! So
Way to go.
Now when they they had like 8 people each night sing it. Well, when they actually do the podcast and put it on the podcast feed, they pick one and cut out the rest.
Hmm.
But
They cut yours out, didn't they?
Well, I don't know yet.
Ooh.
The episode. I mean, they just recorded the last 2 nights. These episodes probably aren't going to air until late December at the earliest.
Huh.
So we'll find
Nice.
out. But I think I got a pretty good shot. My one
I
last night.
hope so.
Mine last night, I brought the fucking house down.
Yeah, all right.
Let's go.
Look, there's a couple other pretty darn good ones, but I want to say, without ego or bragging, I think I had the best one. I think I did.
I know you did.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
So yeah, the show on Friday night was a movie called Date with an Angel, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a horrible 80s romantic comedy about a guy who's like got a fiance, and then at his bachelor party, an angel is supposed to come down because he was supposed to have died at it, but she hits a satellite on the way down and gets injured, and then he like nurses her back to health, but she's also an angel, and then like he ends up falling in love with the angel and breaking off his and also the angel can't speak English. She can just
Hey,
make
let's
weird
go.
squeaky noises. It's basically like a fantasy movie written by a guy who clearly hates women.
Oh boy.
Isn't
It
that
was
like
bad.
most animes though?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, literally they were talking about that. It's basically Splash but worse. But so then I did a parody of the song Centerfold by Jay Giles Band because I keep talking about the angel in that song. My angel is the centerfold. And I changed to the angel got 5-star reviews. Angel got 5-star reviews. Yes. And then, oh my God. That movie was terrible. But it was 1,000 times better than the movie that we watched for last night. The movie we watched last night was called A Beauty and the Beast Christmas. Now, you may be thinking of Beauty and the Beast, the Disney cartoon, or the classic novel and stage play. And you might think, oh, so this is just like a Christmas story that kind of runs around those themes, and you would be wrong. There is absolutely nothing in this movie that has anything whatsoever to do with the story of Beauty and the Beast, and we can't figure out why the fuck they gave it that. The closest we could get is that the main female lead gets a slight rash on her forehead from a hair care product gone bad.
Oh,
Like,
no.
It's like a small red discoloration on her upper forehead, and that's it. And
Okay.
it's about 2 influencers who are starting to lose popularity, so they fake a romance so that they can get their numbers up, but then they end up actually falling in love.
Aw.
And it's fucking horrifically bad. It's so bad. Like it's a knockoff of a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So think already bottom of the barrel trash. Now think of a dime store knockoff of that.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
And so of course then I did a parody of Porti Volare, the song made famous by Andrea Bocelli, big opera song. And brought the fucking house down with that with my pipes. It's great.
We fucking brought the fucking house.
Pipes.
But
Oh, wow.
anyway, now that you're both in here, we're gonna do a little bit of improvisation.
Let's fucking
boy.
go.
I would have ruined it. Can't wait.
Well, we are going to head over. This is not a proper place for improvisation. We got to go to the improv theater.
Let's
head
go.
over.
Yeah.
Any
Any place is a good place for an improv game.
Hey, look, we're at
That's
Huge
true.
Theater. Oh my God.
Oh God, we're double. Okay.
Wait.
Let's get rid of that.
Why
yeah.
are there more of me?
Oh, okay.
I had Fugi up. I had Fugi up. They want
I'm gonna
Fugi up.
move myself down. I feel
Now
like
you
I'm
should
in
probably
the
move
middle.
yourself down. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So
Ah.
I have a few games. Millie. That's
Jesus,
too-
Millie.
That's too big, Millie.
Never.
I don't
No.
mind it from my
Millie-
end. I
Millie.
mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Millie, as much as we like looking at your boobs, that's not what my channel is all about.
I shrunk down. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Millie, you sprouted. It's my Godzilla arc.
Ah.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a little game called One Word Story. We're gonna
Ooh.
tell you a story, and we're gonna tell it one word at a time. And by that I mean Millie will say a word, then Bentai will say a word, and then I will say a word, and we have to make coherent sentences, one after the other, and we will tell a story. When we get to the end of a sentence, just start a new sentence if it makes sense, but we're going to tell it one word at a time, and we're going to try and tell a story, and
We're going to be coherent. That's the hard part.
try and keep it coherent. Remember, you only get one word at a time, so the order will be Millie, Bentai, Twig. Millie, Bentai, Twig. We're going to keep that order. All right?
Okay.
But first off, I mean, this is improv, and to prove that we haven't, we're going to need a suggestion for what the scene should be about.
Oh, no.
So,
Yeah.
why doesn't somebody give me a suggestion of a place you might go with your family? Where's a place you might go with your family?
Oh, yeah. There's no
Chat
chat.
does not
scene.
exist in this stream. You know what? You're absolutely right. It absolutely does not.
That's a good topic.
I don't know.
A mountain.
There it
Okay.
goes. There it goes.
You
The
got
chat box is accidentally on top
Okay.
of it.
got a mountain from
okay,
Hyannis.
You're going to the
Okay, okay.
mountains with your family. All right.
Okay.
Millie, get us started off. Just say whatever word you think would start a sentence.
We,
Went
To,
the,
mountains.
with,
my,
Cat.
the,
stupid,
Cat.
was,
drunk,
Again.
my,
best,
Dog.
hated.
my,
Bourbon.
So,
I,
Shunned.
the,
uppity,
Dog.
and,
drank,
His.
bourbon,
on,
Top.
of,
the,
Old.
mountain.
Ha.
Yay! So that was a good
Freaking dog. It's
okay,
bourbon.
we
here's one,
drank the dog's bourbon.
He did. I mean, dog being a
give
jackass.
me- the next suggestion
Yeah.
that we're going to base this around is let's tell a story about a famous VTuber. Give me the name of your famous
Uh-oh.
big VTuber.
Iron
Horace
Mouse.
Wig.
Not you,
What?
only the audience. Chat
Ah.
does this, not you, Millie. So somebody in chat throw out the name of your favorite Gura.
Ooh,
Okay, we're going
Gura.
to tell a
Okay,
story about
okay.
Gura.
Oh,
Where's
shark,
the
yeah.
location you don't think Gura would ever go to?
TwitchCon.
I'm asking the audience. Audience.
I know,
where's
I know.
somewhere that Gura would probably never go.
The dentist.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I like that.
You know what? Let's just do it. Gura at
Okay.
the dentist. Bentai,
wait.
Bentai, why
Okay.
don't you start us off this time?
Okay. Gura,
Went,
Two.
the
clinic,
Because
her
teeth,
were
rotten.
Gura,
then
Cried.
a lot. I know it's 2 words.
I will take it.
and
Asked.
Kiara,
for
Painkillers. That's a word, right?
Kiara,
denied.
Gura.
those
Juicy.
Delicious.
painkillers.
That
Unfortunately,
Were
grape.
flavored.
so
Gura.
Ended up. Went. Sorry. Went.
to
A
Caisson.
funded
clinic
for
children.
where and
case on. God, I'm blank. Sorry.
the
Audacity
To
ask
for
money.
from
Kiara
Who
is
actually
broke.
I was gonna say Yakuza.
oh
So
Kiara
Broke.
into I don't know if that's more than one
that's
word.
one word, yeah.
Into
Caissons
Vault.
and
found
Only
her
empty.
dildo.
Did you just say dildo?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Dildo.
Her
Collection.
empty dildo collection.
That was like the only word.
Yay!
I have been drinking. I just want you guys to know.
Good.
That's okay.
All
That's
right.
okay. I should have been drinking, but I'm oh well,
All right.
next time.
I'm watering myself.
Oh, yes, you
We're
are.
going to play a little actor's nightmare, or off book, as Sean was saying. Now, this is only a game for two of us, so we're going to do 2 rounds, one with Bentai, one with Millie. Either of you want to go first?
Not it.
All right, Millie, you're going first. Bentai, if you could just make yourself small and in the background, that'd be great. All right, here. All right, so the way this works is I have a script in front of me, and yeah, just get up on top there. Yeah, just get up there.
Yeah.
I have a script in front of me, and I will be reading the lines from one character, but Millie does not know what the other lines are, and she's going to have to improvise.
Oh, I hate this game.
Yeah, well, you're fucking playing it. Deal with it. So I will start off the scene, and Millie, you just react with however you think your character would react to somebody saying these lines.
Okay.
All right. We are, to set the scene, we are in an office. There are 2
What kind of
people.
office?
Kind of like a 1920s noir style office.
Ooh.
Do I need a hat?
Nah, you don't need a hat.
Okay.
But we can imagine you're wearing a hat. All right, I will start off. How are you gonna do it?
With my fingers.
Kill him.
Yeah, with my fingers. That's what I meant. That's what I just said.
I'm crazy about you, baby.
That's unsurprising. I slipped something into your drink earlier.
That perfume on your hair, what's the name of it?
Pussy. Ode to Kitty Cat.
We ought to have some of that pink wine to go with it. The kind that bubbles, but all I have is bourbon.
You're talking about, like, Mountain Dew Code Red?
Ever think of divorce?
It's an awfully personal question coming from my solicitor.
I suppose because it would cost him money.
Nah. I'm independently wealthy.
Nothing for you at all, huh?
What the fuck? Did you not hear me? I said I'm independently wealthy.
And now you hate him.
No, I never said I hated him. I just keep saying I'm independently wealthy.
Only sometimes you wish he was dead.
No, What kind of question is this from the clown I hired to sing a birthday song?
So you lie awake in the dark and listen to him snore and get ideas.
I'm gonna call the agency. This is not the clown I ordered for my child's birthday party.
Once in a while, I squeeze a grapefruit. The rest, I get at the corner drugstore.
Jesus Christ!
That's the scene. Well, Millie, why don't you go sit up on top of that stage frame, and we'll do a scene with Bentai.
Hey, buddy.
He's probably much better at this game than I am.
Probably not. My first time playing it, so my first time trying this out. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
All right, we are now in a palatial Hollywood mansion in the
Ooh.
foyer.
Ah, the foyer.
Joe, darling, are you there?
I'm out here in the foyer.
Don't turn around. Keep your eyes on the book.
Fine, I'll keep reading.
I just came to say goodnight. I don't want you to see me. I'm not very attractive.
Oh, that's bullshit. Come on, let me see you. Take a look. Come here. Come on.
I've lost 1/2 pound since Tuesday.
1/2 pound. God, you're right. You're horrible. Get out of here.
I was a little worried about the line of my throat. This woman has done wonders with it.
The line of your throat? What kind of doctor are you seeing?
You'd better get to bed yourself.
But I want to reading the book in the foyer. Why am I going to go to bed?
You went out last night, didn't you, Joe?
How did you know?
I just happened to know it. I had a nightmare and I screamed for her. You weren't here. Where were you?
I was out on the foyer.
No, you didn't. You took the car.
Well, I mean, I got here somehow, right? How I got here in LA is insane.
Of course not, Joe. It's just that I don't want to be left alone. Not now, while I'm under this terrible strain. My nerves are torn apart. All I ask is for you to be a little patient and a little kind.
Fine, I'll be kind. You look great. Is they hat enough for you now?
Of course you haven't. I wouldn't let you. Good night, my darling.
Good night. Back to this
And
book.
scene.
Ah!
Hey.
All right. Now this next scene, you two are going to play along with each other.
Ooh.
I'm going to host it, and
I want to play with the plant.
I get to play with a tater.
I'll hang that up here.
It's a tiny tater.
And
Yay.
actually, I need a little assistance for this one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there he is. There he is. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Hi, Rodney.
Rodney!
So we are going to play a little game called New Choice. You two are going to enact a scene with each other, and so come up with kind of a character for that scene. And you two are going to do a little improvised scene with each other, but anytime Rodney squeaks,
Oh, no.
I'm going to squeeze him and say, new choice. And whatever line you just said didn't happen. And you will have to come up with a new line instead. And if I don't like what new line you came up with, I'll squeeze him again and say new choice until I get something. And if you start to do something like you say, well, I wore a red hat, new choice. I wore a purple hat, new choice. I wore a green hat, new choice. I'm going to keep new choicing you until you say something completely different than wearing a hat. So
Okay,
if you just
sounds
try to
good.
say same variations on the same thing over and over, I'm just going to keep buzzing you. Change it up.
I sincerely hope you do that at in a courtroom.
Yeah. Well, we need a suggestion for this scene. So, audience in the chat, please give me the suggestion of a let's see here. What's an activity that you do only in springtime? What's a springtime activity that you might do, whether it's a chore or a hobby or something fun, and anything that you might only do in spring?
Fertilizing the plants.
Gardening. Oh, that's good for Millie. We
Wow.
have a gardening scene. So we're gonna set the scene. You two are in a garden,
Shit.
and either one of you just go ahead and start it off.
Ah, that's
How-
a lovely. Oh, well, go ahead.
How dare you, sir? Do you know what soil grew me?
Yeah, the nutrient full style. Now it's the springtime. You got to put in.
You
More-
give me this crap and expect me to bloom beautifully?
Well, yeah, crap is what fertilizer is.
No, sir, I assure you, I only feast on the highest quality kitchen scraps from five.
No
I
choice,
see.
Millie.
Fuck. Doing so well. I assure you, I will not grow you the tomatoes you desire.
Not your tomatoes I want.
It is tomatoes you want. I see it. It's written all over your tubas.
Yeah, it's true. Tubas and tomatoes are match made in heaven.
No choice.
It's true. Tomatoes and tubas are match made in hell.
No choice.
I knew that too, you know.
You
Fine.
Can...
I want your tomatoes, but I won't get you any scraps from the kitchen.
No, my kitchen scraps.
Ask nicer for that.
Oh, I never should have left New York.
No choice.
New Jersey.
No choice.
L.A.
No choice.
Wales.
New whole sentence, not just new location.
Oh my god.
I should have gone to college.
There we go.
What are you gonna major in? English?
Botany.
Botany? Whatever. No one uses botany anymore.
I dare say we do. There's a whole collective of botanists.
A botanist collective?
Yes.
Like have
We
a
are-
plot hole?
We are the Bot-Holes Anonymous.
Maybe you can find your kitchen scraps there then, huh?
No, they cut me off when they found out I was seeing a potato.
New choice.
Fucking shit. When they discovered the bodies I have buried in the backyard for nutrients,
No choice.
that I'm actually not a woman. Can I
I'm
have any
actually not a
choice?
potato.
Can I give you a honk me for that? I feel like I do. I have roots that grow from between my other roots.
That's okay. I'm actually 3 Brussels sprouts in a trench coat.
3 twinks in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Don't bring Dad up again, goddammit.
Hey, it's okay.
All right, we'll end the scene there. Yay.
Fucking shit!
Oh, the bot hole.
I was trying to come up with like a plant Illuminati joke, and you're like, oh, like a bot hole? My motherfucker.
All right, this next one is a 2-person scene. I'm going to do it with Bentai. Millie, you can go.
Yep,
sit
get me
up
out of here.
and you sit up there.
Hi.
All right.
How do I honk Rodney?
You squeeze him.
Okay.
All right. Bentai and I are going to play a little game called A-B Scene.
Oh no. Okay.
So the first letter of each sentence, not each word, just each sentence that we speak, will have to be a letter of the alphabet, and we're going to go in order. So, for example, I might say, "Are you okay?" And he would say, "Boy, I sure am." And then I would say, "Can I see your..." So basically, we start each line with the next letter of the alphabet.
Oh boy. All right.
So,
I gotta take my shoes off for this.
Ooh, nice feetsies.
So, Millie, what is the first letter of your mom's first name? Just first letter.
You're not gonna like that. It's V.
All right. We're going to start with V, and then we're going to loop around through the whole alphabet. So we'll start at V, and then we'll get back to V. So we'll go from Z to A. So, and then from the audience, let's see. Give me a suggestion of an item that you purchased at Target or purchased at some big store like Target or Walmart for less than $50. What's the last thing you bought for less than $50 at a place like that? Oh, Christmas lights. Yeah, I see Christmas lights. It's too festive. So we're gonna do a Christmas scene.
Candy.
I'll start because then that way you don't have to do X and Z.
Aw, what a mensch. Okay.
All right. Very good. Those lights look amazing.
Well, thank you so much. I try my best.
Xavier, you have the best Christmas displays I've ever seen.
Yep, every year.
Zelda looks especially good. I can't believe you went with the Legend of Zelda theme this year.
All the time, every year. You gotta have Zelda, right? In the heart all year long.
But I thought last year you did a Half-Life themed setup.
Considered it, but, I figured Zelda's a better option.
Don't you think maybe you should try a new video game franchise every year?
I mean, I did Madden that one year, and it just got really weird with all the concussions.
FIFA wouldn't have made a good game anyway. I mean, the sports franchises, I mean, Madden, FIFA, MLB, just no. I'm talking about like adventure games.
God, I can do adventure games. Do World of Warcraft one year, I suppose. It'd be kind of fun. Yeah, okay.
How would you pull that off?
I don't know. Lots of spikes, I guess. A big orc going, Loktar. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it. It's fine.
Just having spikes and orcs isn't enough to make it a true World of Warcraft setting.
Kitchens. We need more kitchens in this holiday design.
Look, now you're just trying to change the subject. You're not going to escape this, buddy.
McDonald's. We need McDonald's too. McDonald's have kitchens, and they also have orcs. If you make them green, it's fine. It'll all work out just okay.
No, they don't. Yes, they have kitchens, but McDonald's do not have orcs. Wait.
Oh, yes, they do. I mean, what do you think happens with all the green stuff after they're done with New Year? Or not New Year's, St. Patrick's Day. They just works.
Pray tell, are you telling me that Grimace is an orc?
White.
Really?
Sure, why not? Grimace is an orc. I mean, look, he's big. He's purple. He's not green, but I mean, we can make it work. It's fine.
That could work. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, it would be the best idea we ever have. We'll do it next year.
Very much so. We will do it. Yay!
Hey!
Hey.
That was A, B, Scene. Now we're going to play a little game I like to call Word Count. The three of us will do a scene together.
Okay.
So, Millie, you can come on down again.
Woo!
So, in this game, each of us will receive a number. Every line that our character says must be exactly that many words long.
Oh, shit.
So, for example, if Millie gets 4, then all of Millie's lines will be 4 words long. We're all going to get a different number. So, let's see here. Asking for that's. Oh, I see you have you got your little pink Rodney.
Yeah, I got Brittany. Yeah, I got Brittany.
Pink Rodney.
Her name is Brittany. Thank you.
All right. This won't dox you, but Bentai, what is the last digit of your phone number?
7.
7. All
7.
right, Bentai, you have 7.
Fuck. Okay.
Millie, I'm going to give you 2.
Thank you.
Your number is 2. And I will go with, I'm going to go with 5. So, Bentai, you have 7.
That
I
seems
have
like
5.
cheating.
And Millie, you have 2.
So I have to find a 7-letter word?
No. Every line you say
God.
must be 7 words long. Like,
oh, thank Jesus.
Hello,
Okay,
Twig,
okay.
how are you? I'm fine. That's 7 letters long. Use your
Okay.
fingers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need my fingers for this.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
just gonna
2.
yeah.
I'm doing. Did I say 4 or 5?
I'm just gonna have to count feathers on you. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, Millie, you just count the feathers on my twig, or the leaves on my twig.
Just only okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to. What's a place you would go that you'd probably end up spending more money? This is for the chat box, not for you two. What's a place you might go where you might end up spending more money than you anticipated spending? A sushi restaurant.
Oh God,
All
tell
right.
me that's true. That is
All
true.
right, so the three of us are at a sushi restaurant. And so, Bentai, you have 7 words. I have 5 words. And Millie, you have 2.
Okay.
Hey.
Look, I just don't like...
What do you mean you just don't?
The tuna is not good.
How come?
I think they grilled it.
Say what?
You
Yeah.
can have some grilled tuna before.
But grilled tuna Sushi?
Yeah. Why?
It's supposed to be raw.
Two.
I'm not seeing a problem here, Twig.
Okay, look. I'll try it.
You Philistine.
That's all we asked you to do.
But the tempura is raw.
Have doubt.
Okay, that might be a small problem.
What do I do?
Eat it.
Man?
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat.
But it's not even crispy.
Get food.
Okay, so we'll put it in your
In
Butthole.
my what, you pervert?
cloaca, I guess. How about that stuff?
Body cavity.
I don't think it'll fit.
You tried?
Well,
I don't think he's
no,
trying
I
enough.
haven't tried.
Try it.
Well, yeah, well then
Do
how
it.
would you know then?
Just go.
Should I use wasabi lube?
That's only for
Yes,
experts. I
please.
wouldn't do that. One more.
You're saying yes, you no.
I say goodbye and you say
Hello, sir.
I am so confused now.
Do it.
life is confusion. Get used to it.
Can I have some sake?
No. Bird.
Finish your tempura goop first and then maybe.
Then what?
Don't even like tempura.
Then why did we want to come here at all?
Because it is your birthday.
Wait, it's my birthday today? It is?
Yes.
Is it?
I think, right?
Maybe? Let me check my calendar first. Oh shit, it is my birthday. Wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, Todd.
Happy birthday.
Todd thanks you for your birthday wishes.
Okay,
Thanks, Todd.
I'm going to eat
Eat what?
the raw tempura and shrimp.
Oh, okay.
Raw tempura and grilled tuna. Delicious food.
Grilled tuna is good sometimes.
Oh,
What
yum.
are you eating over there, Millie? What the heck?
She is eating the waiter. End scene.
Classic Millie.
He was delightful.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
That was 3.
Absolutely delightful.
Oh my.
Ooh,
Drink
an
some
improv
water.
challenge. Ooh, drink some
Oh,
water.
We got
Yeah, drink
actually,
some
I
water.
don't have
All right.
water out.
Yeah, drink water. I don't have
Yeah.
water. I do have peach flavored wine.
Water adjacent is good enough.
According to my mother, if it's clear, it's water.
I mean, that
Vodka is
applies for urine too, I guess.
Ew.
delicious, delicious, delicious.
I don't have a planter to soak in. I soaked through my last planter.
Oh boy, gotta get you better planters in.
All right.
So I'm intrigued about the improv challenge for Millie.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what improv challenge?
What do you think,
Someone
chat? Yeah.
Flamin' Heart said they have an improv challenge for me for some odd reason.
Oh,
Is it not
okay.
saying fuck in the every 5 minutes?
Yeah, let's hear your challenge, Flame
Yeah.
Heidi, in our next 7. Everyone
Candle
Candle related.
candle related.
I think he's testing my rapier wick.
Yes, your rapier wick. I like that.
I was really proud of that joke.
It was good. That is solid. I like that.
Well, I'm just trying to think of like what improv games I know that can be played like this.
Well, it's gonna be
Hmm.
lit, whatever it is.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh God, that one, the candle site with the decent candles, where they had a candle for dragon pussy.
I'm sure they did.
That's
Well,
not
there
Bad
is-
Dragon, right?
No.
There is a game
Okay.
that I'm not sure you two can pull off,
Okay.
but I'm going to do it. Have you do it anyway.
Giving you the side eye, you know.
This is a little game called Forward Reverse. So you two are going to play out a scene and just do a simple scene of your characters talking back and forth, doing stuff. And at any point, I will say reverse. Then you must do the scene that you were doing, and you must start doing it backwards from where I said it. And
Bring
then
it
I'll
back
say-
now, y'all.
And then I'll say forward, and then you have to start going forward in time again. And I can do forward and reverse over and over as many times as I want, and you're just going to have to remember the scene because you're going to have to do it forwards and backwards a whole bunch.
This sounds tough, but I want to give it a shot. Okay.
All right.
I'll,
Hi, Dre Frag. Thank you so much.
Hi,
for
Dre,
the 5
thank
times.
you.
Hi, Dre.
Dre. Yay, Dre. Yay. He can't hear
I'll light
us.
anything once.
All right.
I know.
So I'm just going to, well.
Oh, we had cream barbecue that one time.
I could really go for some fucking French fries right now. I'm not
Tell me
kidding.
about it.
Too bad we have only
Ooh.
forward reverse. So the location that we're going to get here, well, candles. Your suggestion for this one is candles. You're gonna have
Oh
to
boy.
do a scene based on candles, and you two can start whenever you'd like.
Wait, I think you start off with this one.
Oh, okay. Honey, smell this one.
Dragon pussy. It's the best.
How would you know what dragon pussy smells like?
But aren't you a dragon?
We're in a Yankee candle store, honey. We're picking out candles for our new house.
Oh yeah. Do they have anything called Bad Mortgage?
Reverse.
We're picking out candles in our new house.
Do they have anything called Happy Marriage?
No, they said they don't.
You're
I
going
talked to the-
backwards, Millie.
I
You're
know,
backwards.
I'm
You're in reverse. You have to say the lines you already said.
Crap.
You have to say I smell. You thought I'm a dragon because it smells like dragon pussy.
Right. I thought you were a dragon.
How do you know what dragon pussy smells like?
I played World of Warcraft tonight.
No, you have to keep going backwards.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Forwards.
Oh my god.
I had a feeling this game might be too complex for you two.
We're trying.
I'm doing it just fine.
We're trying. I think I'm messing up my yes ands here. Anyway,
And they're called no ands now.
yeah, this point, yeah, right, yeah.
Do you like the smell of this other candle?
Yeah, I do love the smell of fertilizer.
This is Scott's growing with weed control.
Reverse.
Yes.
Do you
I-
like the smell of this other candle?
Reverse.
I said that! It was my previous line!
Yes, I don't. Oh god, where was I at? Where was thinking about the dragon pussy candle? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Brain stops at dragon pussy.
Yeah, I honestly, yeah, full stop. That's it.
It's like you ripped the page out of the typewriter. You're like, nope,
Done.
dragon pussy
Done
happened.
it.
I can't remember anything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty. This is the great candle store we're in right now.
Forward.
I know, right? This candle store is lit.
I can't smell anything though. This is weird.
It's because I have your nose.
Oh, I thought I had COVID.
No, it's hidden in my hands right here.
Oh, that's where it went.
Reverse.
I have your nose.
I can't smell anything.
Forward.
It's in my hands, right?
What's in your hand?
Your nose! Fuck!
I can't smell anything.
Bro, that's my fucking hat you're wearing. Just realized you're
It is actually.
wearing.
Forward.
You like my
wanna go-
hat?
I do like your hat. You want to go get gelato?
Okay, this scene is not working out, guys. I'm sorry. This is just, you're not even getting any more close. This is maybe too complicated of game. Okay, I
It's
got
okay.
one.
We tried.
All right, so this game, so this is going to be for all three of us.
Okay.
Now, two of us will be on the left side of Rodney. One of us will be on the right side. The person in the right side is in the off box. Two
Okay.
people are going to do a scene And the only way to do the scene is to ask only questions. Everything you say must be a question. If you say something that is not a question, or you hesitate, or you crack, then you're out, and you must switch with the person to the right of Rodney, and then they will pop in. So, like, you know, like, say Bentai's out, I would go, like, boom here, and then Bentai would go over to the right of Rodney. There we go.
There's a lot of movement
and then Millie and I
involved
would
in
do a
this.
new scene. Well, if I say, Millie, you're out, then just move to the right of Rodney, and then when one of us is out, then you just move back in. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so quick scenes.
Quick
And
scene.
only asking questions.
Only questions.
Is that a new hat?
Wait, who's in the scene?
Millie and me. People to the left of Rodney are in the scene.
Oh, no, I've had it for years.
That's not a question. You're out.
Oh! I thought you were the one asking the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Everybody
you
in
like?
the scene can only ask questions.
Oh.
And if you screw up, then you're out and we rotate. So real quick scenes
Oh, I
until
see
somebody
now.
screws
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
And then and whoever screws up has to switch.
Gotcha.
Oh, do
okay.
you like it?
What color is that?
Isn't it blue?
Ah, I'm out. Okay,
Yay! Are we still doing
You
the
don't
hat
have to
thing?
continue the same scene. Start a new scene.
Okay.
As long as the questions, all that matter. Yeah.
Am I pregnant?
I don't know, Todd. Are you pregnant?
Am I Todd?
Aren't you Todd?
I thought you were Todd.
Ah,
What was
not a
I
question. You're out, Millie.
But-
Aren't you Todd? Is not a question.
Could have been
Are
Todd.
you sure? That seems like a
It's like a
question.
question. It's like a question. But okay. Well,
Yeah,
all right.
whatever. I'm calling it. It's quick pace.
You didn't
game,
like
so-
it. You didn't like pregnant Todd.
Have you
Pregnant
tried
Todd.
that new restaurant?
One on 5th Street?
Do you not know where the new restaurant is?
Aren't we in Las Vegas?
Weren't we in paradise?
We were, but then we fell out of love. Didn't we?
Was I
Nice
ever
save.
truly in love?
What is love? I want you to show me. Wait, God damn it, I'm out. Ah.
So who's your favorite band?
My Chemical Romance. Why?
Why do you have Enya CDs in your car then?
Why do any of us?
Do you even know what Orinoco Flow means?
Will you tell me?
Will you use the information wisely?
That depends. Will you tell me?
Why should I tell you?
Because I'm your father?
Ah!
Nah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's right. That doesn't even a question. I was just like, if I put an inflection on it, it counts, right?
Do you
Because
think we
aren't
should- Oh,
Go-
you
go on,
start,
go
you
on.
start, you start.
Okay. Because aren't I your IRS agent?
Do I owe money?
Woo! Do you owe money? I don't know. Do you owe money?
Shouldn't the government just tell me how much I owe?
We could, but where's the fun in that?
Why do you expect average citizens to be accountants?
Well, account for yourself. Damn it!
You foiled the IRS.
So, did you get the payment sent in on time?
I thought you were doing that.
That's not a question, Millie.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were doing that. That's not a question.
I feel like that's a question.
Just because you have inflection doesn't make it a question. It's not a question. Let's start over. I'm not going to
Okay.
you out for that one. Have you seen my socks?
Which ones?
The purple ones with the yellow stripes. God damn it, I'm out.
Womp. The ones that were on the bed last night? Wait,
Are you sure they have yellow stripes?
I mean, I don't know. They could be brown.
Why are they brown?
Why shouldn't they be brown?
Do they smell?
Do you want to know how they smell?
Are those the ones that my mother got you for Christmas?
No, the ones my dad got me for Arbor Day. God damn it.
Arbor Day, okay.
Arbor Day, yes.
Do these trees bloom every year?
When was the last time you saw them bloom?
Why can't I remember that?
Have you talked to your doctor about it?
Do you think the doctor would be able to know?
It depends. Do they take your insurance?
Has my insurance lapsed?
Why am I in charge of your insurance?
Don't you keep track of those things for me?
Why?
Aren't I really bad with, like, responsibilities and stuff?
And how is that my problem?
Aren't you my wife?
Since when? Just kidding.
Do you not remember our wedding day?
I don't, do you?
Should I?
If I'm your wife, I feel like you should. I always want to have a fake fight with somebody in the mall and just see what happens.
No, what you should do is, like, next time you're in an elevator with a guy, just turn to him and say, "So have you told your wife about me yet?"
I would like to not get stabbed in the chest.
Whoo, yeah. I thought we were in the pennies.
All right.
Right.
Why have a fake fight when you can have a real one?
Well,
Yeah.
we're now going to do a little bit something that's called a line structure game. We're going to do a little game called taglines. So let's all make ourselves small, a little bit smaller. So not that small, like it's small, as big as me, just kind of sort of like on the back line. It's too small. Oh my god, it's like I have a little Millie gnat in front of my. Okay, so this is a game we have called taglines. So instead of advertising for a product, we're going to advertise for products that maybe you don't see a lot of advertisements for. And we're going to go up and we're going to, like, for example, the advertisement might be shoes. And I would, like, when I'm ready to go, I would, like, make myself bigger, go to the front and be like, shoes, because I have lots of soul. Shoes. And something like that. So our goal is to make the worst horrific puns that we possibly can. And if you have one, just make yourself a little bit bigger, and then the other two will know that, hey, that they're ready to go.
All right.
Like we're stepping up.
Yeah.
All right. Since Flame Heidenard seems to love candles, our first one is going to be candles. So come up with your best catchphrases about candles. I'll start. Candles. They're lit. Candles.
Candles, because fuck Thomas Edison. Candles.
Candles. When you want to get John Wicked.
Candles. Buy them or you'll get burned.
Candles. Because Febreze doesn't last long enough.
Candles, to make that solo lunch feel more special. Candles.
Candles. When I really want s'mores but don't want to camp.
All right, let's come up with let's get another item now. Everybody, what's an item that would fit? Anybody in the chat, please. What's an item that would fit into the trunk of your car?
A dead body.
Or the boot?
God damn it, Millie.
Not you two. Not you two. What's something that's Oh, anime cosplays.
Someone say a dead body.
No, we're gonna do.
Prime the audience, Millie. God.
It says anime cosplays. I'm gonna say let's do an advertisement for anime conventions.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
Anime conventions. Hygiene optional.
Anime conventions. When you want to see if your nose works. Anime conventions. When you want to see if your fetish is popular.
Anime conventions, when you want to feel old again.
Anime conventions, because you can't go to Comic-Con anymore after the incident.
Anime conventions. Just try it. Just once.
Anime conventions. God, why?
Anime conventions. When you want to see your teacher dress up as a hot femboy.
Anime conventions, because cosplay is consent.
Anime conventions. When you want to dress up as a hot femboy. Anime conventions.
Anime conventions. When you actually want to get decent art of your favorite husbando.
All right, let's do some other one.
All right.
So
Furry conventions. When you want to pet your dog, but they're dead.
Oh, God.
My God.
Let's do it. Let's do a product now. What's an item that you recently bought that costs more than $50?
Lunch, actually.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
Headphones. Hasio's giving us headphones. Headphones, because you want to shut the world out.
Headphones, because not everyone wants to hear your porn.
Headphones, because you don't want to hear. Headphones.
Go on.
Because you don't want to hear somebody else's porn. Go ahead, Bentai.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Headphones, for the anime conventions.
Headphones. It's like a head, and it's a telephone, and you carve and you use the brains, and it's a landline. That's the scariest thing.
Headphones, when your wife won't shut up.
Headphones. You spend $300, hopefully that sounds just as good as $20. Headphones.
Headphones, when you want permanent hearing loss but can't afford to go to rock shows.
Headphones, when you want to be left alone on the bus. Damn it, Hasio, that was my joke.
Yeah, he did the exact
I just read it, I was like, shit!
A whip. Okay. Flame High. A whip. Let's do a whip.
Like whip?
Full
Like
whips.
the whip?
Get
the whole whip?
cracking.
A whip. Yeah, get cracking. When a problem comes along, whips.
When you want to get those little doggies along. Whip!
When the cream sits out too long, you must whip.
Whip. When Devo needed a song.
Whips. When you want to torture a horse, but, still be legal.
Whips. You want to torture a furry, but still be, legal.
Whips. Because Indiana Jones used a gun once. Whip!
Whips. Because it's cool and a substitute for cool whip. Oh, sorry, it's not good.
Whip. You're pronouncing it wrong. Whip.
Whip!
Whips. Because Millie won't date you if you don't use one.
Ooh.
Whips. It's next to lethal.
Whips. When the other tools for killing vampires just won't do.
Victor Belmont, I've got a whip. Oh, look at me, I got a whip. I'm Victor Belmont.
Whips. They don't work like you think they work. Sorry.
Whip. Strangely, a range weapon.
All right, we're going to call that one now.
All right, I like that.
I think we might just actually call it now. It's starting to get a little late. The stream's been
Yeah,
going
no,
on
that's
for
fine.
2 hours,
That's
but,
good. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, no, fine. Yeah.
I got a potato on my head. Got a potato on my head.
Oh
God, we got to get back to the studio.
I'm sitting on his face. No, goddammit, get back here. My chair's running away.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out and have our fun improv night. Thanks to Millie and Bentai for coming in and rubbing her feet in my face. And
Smell my stinky grippers, you bird. Smell my stinkers.
They actually don't smell that bad.
They're
be
stinky.
honest, they're really
I've been
not that
wearing
s-
these
They're really
boots
not
for
that stinky. No,
days.
they're really not that bad.
These boots were made for walking.
Yeah.
And that's just what they'll do.
Baked
All
potato
right.
with Cool Whip. Ew. First of
Well,
all.
thanks again to Sean Dillon for coming in and talking about Huge Theater. Again, I will be posting the links and stuff to the Improvathon for the donation page. So please, if you have any money to donate, I would appreciate it so much. Huge would. It's going to a really good cause. And yeah, you talk about it. It's like, it's important to have non-profit theaters. And unfortunately, they need donations to stay cheap and let them keep doing classes and shows that are accessible to everybody. It's important. So, what are you doing, Bentai?
What? What? Nothing at all. No.
What?
Anyway, we're gonna call this stream done tonight, and we're gonna go find ourselves a raid target. And,
Nibbling. Gentle nibbling. We're gonna become a salad.
Oh, delicious.
Yum.
Mm.
Oh, Usu's online.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go fucking harass Usu.
Let's go
Pop
fucking
me with
harass
some shredded
Usu.
cheese.
We're coming for
Coming
you.
for you, Usu. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Thanks. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Play new music.
Wait, there's the right button.
I can't.
Over there. Bless you. Wow.
I think we're still live.
We're still live on the stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're
I was
good.
waiting for the stream to actually.
Hawaii, the smallest island.